Smith, and you're listening to Liquid Sunshine with my main man, Maarten Vlot. He plays the best funk, the best disco, the best boogaloo and beats. You know, all the good stuff. All the good stuff, yeah. Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine. The music's hot with Maarten Vlot. Hey, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Sunshine. Tune in to Maarten Vlot and Liquid Sunshine. You'll be glad that you did. Yes, you will. All right.
Ah, yeah, hello groovers. Welcome to Liquid Sunshine, your weekly show with the best deep funk, rare groove, disco and beats. You know, all the good stuff. And we're going to have another super special show tonight. And what are we going to do tonight? Well, we're going to have a chat with my good friend Zac Norman. Zac is in the studio. Hello, Zac.
Hello.
Hello. Zac is in the studio to talk about his DJing around town, and in particular about an event that's happening next week, a super special and exciting event called Love Disco. But let's have a chat about your DJing first, Zac. You've been doing that for a while, I believe.
Yeah, I've been DJing through Canberra now for about 9 years, I think. Yeah, on and off throughout different clubs all Canberra based. You know, I started up in the Philippines though. All around Canberra, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. How did you end up starting up in the Philippines?
So just, you know, bedroom DJing, and then my friend owned a Mexican restaurant, really upscale kind of restaurant up there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you know, you've been DJing in the bedroom long enough, maybe you should come DJ at my bar. Like, okay, yeah, cool. I played to about 30 people that just didn't want to have like a bar. It was a lot. But it was good, a lot of fun, a lot of tequila.
Yeah. And then you came to Canberra, and you got a couple of residencies straight away, I believe.
Yeah, so I not straight away. I like pretty much begged this guy named Jem, who used to DJ at this bar that I used to go to all the time called Knightsbridge. Absolutely in love with the place. It was like the coolest music, coolest people. Yeah. And I was just like this, like, you know, rat bag 20-year-old out of like no idea, like nobody knew who I was. And I was just like, you know, just every night I'm like, come on man, like give me one chance. Then we play here. And he's just like, yeah, okay. Like after about 2 months of that, he's like, yeah, okay, I'll give you one set. Yeah. And it was pretty nightmarish. I didn't know there was a vinyl only club. I had to learn how to like play vinyl pretty quickly. I think it was like that afternoon I had to like buy my cartridges and everything. It's just like a lot of trouble, but I managed to get through it. I was very excited, and it's been ever since that's been history.
Yeah, awesome. And just a quick mention before we're going to play some of your favorite tracks. Love Disco next week. Give me a quick rap about that.
Yeah, so Love Disco is pure disco event. I'll be playing alongside a bunch of drag queens, and yourself included. Yeah. We'll be doing it at Mr. Wolf.
That's me, not as drag queen.
Not as a drag queen.
As DJ, yes.
I don't know. We'll see how the night goes. It's going to be a few local drag queens, me and you DJing. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be all night. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
We're turning the whole club into this like extravagant disco ball. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We'll chat a little bit more about it first, but let's play a couple of tracks. What are we hearing now?
So this is Spencer Morales' tune.
Yeah.
Can't read it right now, sorry.
I Need Your Loving.
I Need Your Loving. Yeah. Classic track. Classic.
Yeah. All right, let's play a few bars of this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a nice edit, disco edit there.
DJ's best friend.
DJ's best friend, indeed. You know, if you want to have a drink or, you know, go to the toilet or maybe even a smoke kind of thing. Yeah.
You play those long 7-hour sets, these are a godsend.
Yeah. So is this the kind of music we can expect next week?
Absolutely. So, you know, we're going to keep it all uplifting, fun, exciting, disco-based, just, you know, good edits, good danceful hits. We want people stomping around. We want people throwing glitter in the air. That's what we want.
Well, and for the show, for this show tonight, for the first half, when you're here, we'll play the tracks that you'll be playing. And the second half, I'll be playing some of the tracks that I will be playing
fantastic,
there.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to be playing at the Love
I'm
Disco.
excited to have you. Like, really, thank you.
Good. So you've been promoting events around town for a little while as well?
I have, yes.
Yeah. What kind of events have you been doing?
So, you know, we've always kept all the events through Zac Knows a little bit fun, tongue-in-cheek kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like, I never really particularly like things a bit too serious.
Yeah.
I kind of want to keep them, like, a little bit lighthearted and fun. I want people to come out, you know, like, I want to be able to drag people out of their like houses into my event and know they're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of my events, I also really make sure there's a focus on the actual crowd.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's not just about DJs, it's about the actual people being there.
Yeah.
So I really try to like focus, you know, on the people moving the crowds. Yeah.
So it's not the DJs navel gazing, but crowd having a good time and fun and being on the dance floor and dancing.
Yeah. It's honestly like my favorite thing to see, like a crowd absolutely moving.
Yeah.
And you know, like I don't like chin strokers. As, you know, that's sort of been known to do, sort of sitting down the back.
That's right.
You know? Less
chin stroking, more dancing.
That's it.
What it is. Yeah. So what kind of events have you done around town? I believe you've done a boiler room type event.
Yeah, so we're talking about tongue-in-cheek kind of events. We did like a little bit of a parody. That's a live stream sort of event they do on YouTube called Boiler Room.
Yeah.
it's kind of a bit serious, but they've also got like some great footage of like people being absolutely silly in the crowd.
Yeah.
So we tried to like, you know, sort of emulate that as much as we can in a very tongue-in-cheek kind of way. So we had a bunch of local DJs just do their favorite sets they've ever seen from Boiler Room, and we got a bunch of people in the crowd to sort of dress as their favorite personalities at Boiler Room. And it was absolutely great. Like we had a fantastic sort of you know, response. We've done a few live streams ourselves, and just going back on the footage, just seeing what people got up to in the backstage and all that kind of stuff. It's hilarious.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Are we doing boiler rooming next week as well?
We can.
Is it possible to live stream?
Yeah, we could probably do some of that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take some footage, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
just sort of like share the love a bit, because we took some footage from Last Love Disco, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Like, we had one of the drag queens, River Styx, who's sort of helping me run the event.
Yeah.
She was doing this like lip sync, and she was so into it. She like ran her hand across the piano, and like she cut it because like the piano's a really old piano. And like this is great photo of her just like standing like this, like absolute like stigmata kind of like. And it was just like absolutely like one of the best sort of photos I've ever seen. Just the dedication that she had to the performance.
Yeah.
Just being like, I don't care, like my hands are bleeding, but I'm still going to sing some Diana Ross.
Yeah. So for next week, I'll be opening the night for a few hours.
Yep.
And then around midnight.
Midnight's when the drag queens start like doing their lip syncs.
Yeah, good.
And we're going to be going a bit crazy. So if you want to see something absolutely amazing, make sure you're there a bit earlier. But like, make sure you're there by 12 o'clock for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you'll be taking after the drag queens, taking over.
Yep. So we're going to be keeping the energy up, and we're just going to be doing a bit more like force to the floor kind of disco.
Yeah.
Just keeping it like really thumping. We just want to keep the whole night going.
A little bit of diva house around.
That's it. Absolutely. We want the drag queens sort of lip syncing the whole night. That's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, in the background, we're hearing "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
This tune,
very appropriate.
This tune. Every time I hear this tune, like I could be like in the worst mood. I could be having a really terrible set. I put this song on, and it just like absolute smiles around. It's like one of those surprising dance floor fillers as well.
It is. Everyone knows it, and everyone loves it. That's a nice thing. Yeah.
It's a fantastic song. Yeah.
Now we're going to "Don't Stop My Love"
by Kasif. Sorry, I can't see it over there. Kashif?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kasif. Yeah, this guy, like, I heard this on a mixtape through Breakbot.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've fallen in love with this artist. Like, just absolute sex. Like, fucking music. It's really good, yeah.
Good. Well, let's listen to that.
Yeah.
You've expressed a fear you think
Yeah, that was a really lovely tune there from Kashif.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic tune.
Really laid back. I like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got that kind of groove that you sort of like. Don't stop the love.
It's just
it's great.
Sexy music.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Like I've been saying about Liquid Sunshine, sexy music for the sexy people.
That's it. That's it.
Well, and that's what we're going to get next week as well. Very excited about the Love Disco, indeed. Lots of photos and videos will be made.
Yep, that's
and
it.
Mr. Wolf has got quite a dedicated crowd, I believe, as well.
They do. So it's actually coinciding pretty well with Floor Yard. So we're doing like a big sort of botanical gardens sort of an event. We're sort of working closely with the promoters there to be hopefully the official after party, but we'll see what happens. But if not, like it's just going to be such a fantastic time to be in Canberra. It's like long weekend. It's going to be absolutely beautiful weather. It's going to be great for it.
Yeah.
So if you're ever around Canberra on the night, on Friday night, you're not sure what's happening, come to Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, so you play at Mr. Wolf every Friday night?
No, so I play play probably twice a month there now.
Yeah.
Just
in fact, you'll be playing there tonight.
That's it.
You've got a few more minutes on the show, and then
got to run off to
running over to Mr. Wolf and get the deck spinning there.
That's it. Yeah.
So, Mr. Wolf, is that sort of your home ground for events, or do you do events around in other places as well?
So I usually I did like a few events at Knightsbridge, but that place is unfortunately having its last hurrah this weekend.
That's right.
So that's why we're doing the Love Disco at Mr. Wolf, and they were gracious enough to have us up there. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, good.
I've done a few events up there, but I've done a few events at Knightsbridge and Treehouse and a few other places around Canberra.
Yeah. Plenty of good places in Canberra. And Canberra is a very exciting scene at the moment.
Absolutely. We have no lockout laws. We have no nothing. People come down to Sydney just to come to Canberra. It's great.
That's right. And I've been saying for a while, Canberra has got enough critical mass now that you can put events on and get the crowd to the events.
There's also like a lot of people just sort of filtering through clubs that are not sure what's going on. So you get a little like walking traffic, and it's really good to sort of see people just be genuinely surprised what's happening. Yeah, it's great.
So Love Disco, it's got a Facebook page, I imagine.
That's it, yeah. Just go Mr. Wolf Love Disco Zac Knows, and you should be able to find it in the search bar.
Yeah. Tickets. How about that?
Tickets, so it'll be $10 entry at the night. Yeah. It's obviously to support local artists like me and you, and also to support the local drag scene as well.
Yeah. And can you buy tickets in advance?
No, so it'll be on the door.
On the door, easy. Okay.
Super easy. I don't want to be worrying about the all pre-tickets and stuff like that. Just,
no, that's right.
Yeah.
Tickets on the door works well.
That's it.
How many people does Mr. Wolf hold?
A lot. So usually around 300 people. Yeah. So it should be pretty good.
Yeah. And so I had a quick look at the events page before the show, and I believe hundreds of people have already said that they are interested in it.
Definitely. Yeah. So
it's come early.
Definitely.
Even if it's just for the fact to see me spinning the tunes, of course. Yeah.
Well, yes, definitely.
Well, what are we listening to now? Keep the Fire Burning. Yeah.
Absolutely great track.
Absolutely classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gwen McRae.
Yeah. Fantastic.
call to me. You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. Keep it burning. Don't let it get cold, baby. I'm warning you. Ooh. Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Oh, keep the fires burning. Keep the fire burning. Keep it hot. Don't give up. Don't stop. Keep the fires burning. Keep the fires burning. Keep it burning hot for me. Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. You gotta give it all you got. Keep the fire burning. Work on it. Make it good, baby. Now you know what I like, don't you? Keep it burning.
Now, that was a very nice track to finish off with Zac for tonight. Keep the fire burning. That's what we will be doing next week. Now, you're going to run on over to Mr. Wolf to play a set there.
Yep.
You'll be up there all night?
I'll be up there till 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30. Late enough for a school night.
That's
it. But next week, Friday, you'll be playing. Mr. Wolf is open till 4 o'clock, I believe.
Till 4 o'clock,
Yep.
We start at 10 o'clock, and I start playing at 12, and you'll be there from 10.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
fantastic.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Now, the music that we've been playing tonight is the kind of music that we'll be playing next week as well.
Absolutely.
And it ties in nicely with the Liquid Sunshine radio shows for the last few weeks.
Yes, I've heard you've been doing some disco edits too.
That's right. Yeah, we've been looking at editing and remixing and funk offers, so it's very appropriate to have this now. Now, Zac, thanks so much for coming in.
No worries, thank you so much for having me.
It was absolutely delight. It's good to see people making things happening in Canberra and exciting things happening as well.
I could say the exact same for you, man.
Cheers. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
don't you feel, don't you feel, don't you feel, don't you feel, no, no, I feel. Ooh, ooh, come on, my baby, baby, sweet, sweet baby, 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 sweet, sweet baby. Hey, hey, hey. My fire is burning, it's getting real hot. I'm waiting for up and to say. Like a fever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A hot shot. That's what you can expect next week at the Love Disco at Mr. Wolf. Friday night, 10 till late. So we heard Hot Shots from Karen Young, one of my recent editions. And man, what a kicking track is that. Love it. Before that, If You Could Read My Mind from Viola Willis. If You Could Read My Mind. It's one of those tracks that you know, but it's not until you actually listen to it you realize how incredibly good that is. I got that in this week and I put it on the record player, and I think I played it 10 times after each other. It is awesome. Very restrained exuberance. Love it, love it, love it. And before that we had Here's to You from Sky. It's a Maarten Boogie Down mix. Great fan of the Italian master Maarten. He did an awesome work on Here's to You. And flip side of it has got, I love it, Love Break from the Cell Soul Orchestra. It's one of those tracks that lots of people have tried to improve on. It's a really great track, but often doesn't quite work. But Maarten does it well. Now we're going to listen to Alicia Myers. I want to thank you. Very hot on the charts at the moment. Enjoy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, what an amazing track is that. I love this track. Again, same deal. I got this in earlier in the week. Even though I had the digital file for a while, I got it in on vinyl and I just played it over and over and over again. That's Dimitri from Paris with Glad to Know You in the Ray Mang mix. It's on a label called Toy Tonics. And, you know, if you're into this kind of thing, Toy Tonics has got a guy, it's It's not quite new disco, it's not quite house, but they're all awesome tracks. But most importantly, whenever they release something, it sells out really quickly. And I'm quite glad that I got a hand on a copy of this track. Before that, Alice Myers. I want to thank you. Again, very disco-y, new disco as well. Love the track. And that's the kind of thing that you can expect next week. Looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Going to take you out this week with one of my favorite tracks of all time. Not hardcore disco, but it's funky. It's Lady Cab Driver from Prince, of course. I wanted to play it at a family-friendly event the other day until I actually thought that it's not that family-friendly. You know, there were kids in the room. Not appropriate. But it is an awesome track. Comes from the album 1999. So let's get on to it.
Where you have to live. This one's for the rich, not all of them. sand and tourists at Disneyland. And this one, oh yeah, that's the one. That's for the creator of man. This is for the sun and moon, the stars, and tourists at Disneyland. This is for the ocean, the sea, the shore. This is for, and that's for you. That's who that one's for. This is for the women.
This is for the ocean, the sea, and the shore.
This one's for love.
That's Prince, Lady Cab Driver. Awesome track. There's still 4 or so minutes to go on that track. Go check it out from the album 1999. You've been listening to a Liquid Sunshine radio show. My name is Maarten Vlot. We're broadcasting on 2XX FM from Canberra, Australia. Super special thanks to Zac Norman. Guest on the show tonight. He brought in some great tracks. And we'll be back next week with another great guest. Oh yeah.
You're listening to People Powered Radio 2XX FM 98.3, streaming from our website 2xxfm.org.au. Community radio in Canberra since 1976, a volunteer-based organisation enabling individuals and groups within our community to participate in